Hello folks, welcome to part 6 of Gamer Lonn's game collection. Yes, this is going to start the Amiga games. It was left over from the glory years. Zork 1, this was on disc right here. This is Zork 1 looked like for the Amiga. Zork 0. They had a Zork 0 for the Amiga. Only had one disc. John Madden Football. That's what John Madden's Football looked like for the Amiga. Of course, that's a sports game. The Keys to Ramen. Minecraft put this out. I think it only had one disc. That's what it looked like. Oh, Lemmings. Remember Lemmings? Rainbirds, the Guild of Thieves. I went through this on my channel. Not a bad game. This is another text adventure game from Rainbird Jinx. It's for the Amiga. This is the Oregon Trail. It's for the Amiga. I think this is a 2-disc set. I only got one, but oh well. Questron 2 for the Amiga. The irony of this that there was going to be a Questron 3, but it never got around to being developed. So Questron 2 was the end of the series. At the end of Questron 2, you're told there was going to be a Questron 3, but it left you hanging. Deja Vu 2, Lost in Las Vegas. This is the sequel to Deja Vu 1. I think Deja Vu 2, you have to get yourself out of debt, I think. In Deja Vu 1, you had to recall your memory. I think you were charged with murder or something like that, and you had to clear your name. Batman. Is this for me? I don't know if this is the Joker's on here or not, but what this is, Batman for the Amiga. Impossible Mission 2. This is different from 1. This deals with music. You have to put a collection of music together, and if you don't get the right combination, your game's over. You have to start all over. The first one dealt with a password. You have to find a codes to put a password together. Stop Anna Bender from taking over the world. Street Sports Basketball. Remember this? Road Raider. This is a game where you had to shove your opponent off of buildings and stuff like that, off the road or whatever. It's more like a auto type derby game, but except it was on buildings. I think it was Centurion, Defender of Rome. I don't remember much about this game. Defender of Rome. Alternate Reality, The City. Yes, I think when you played this game on the Amiga, you got the intro song with it. The Commodore 64 didn't have the intro song with it. I don't think it did. But this is what the city looked like for the Amiga on disc. Yeah, the city was the first game to erase your character if you die. That's why they call it alternate reality. Because if your character died, you're gone from the game, just like real life. Dungeon Master. Dungeon Master, yes, this is the first one of the series. I don't know how many Dungeon Masters they had, but that's what this is, the first one. GFL Championship Football. This is a very unique game. It put you in a 3D football field, and if you didn't know the plays, you lost. Yes, your team lost. So you had to know the plays and follow the arrows correctly to win the game, especially when it comes to catching the ball. So you were basically part of a football league, and you're competing against other teams in your league, kind of like the NFL. So basically just a 3D version of the NFL is what it is. And the more games you win, the higher up in the league you go till you win your division. I don't know if there was a playoff mode or not, I forget. The pawn, I went through this on my channel. What the pawn looked like for the Amiga. I had pictures with it. On a golden path. This is just basically a little adventure game. You go around hunting items, find out what to do with them, stuff like that. That's what the golden path was. Now this is the Might and Magic 3 series. This is Might and Magic 3 right here. Isles of Terra for the Amiga. 6 discs. Yes, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You had the main disc, and then you had 5 other discs. And you have to have one more, a play disc, to save your characters. You have to have an internal drive and an external drive to play Might and Magic 3 Isles of Terra on the Amiga. This is Monkey Island. This is the first Monkey Island. The Secret of Monkey Island right here had 4 discs. Plus, I think you also had to have a wheel. It said Dial a Pirate. I think you had to have this as well. Play the game. Dial a Pirate. We have Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis right here. It's 11 discs. This is how much disc came with the game. 11 right here. All these discs. I don't even know if I can hold them all. 11 of them. A lot of discs. And a lot of disc swapping. This is Monkey Island, LeChuck's Revenge. 11 discs. Yeah, 11 of them. Right here. 11. Good grief. A lot more disc swapping. Look at this. 11 of them. This is what there was. And you have to have this. Mix and Mojo to play the game as well. This is their wheel. Their dock wheel. Wings. This is a war simulation game. Come with 2 discs. Maniac Mansion. Yes, come with 2 discs. Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. Come with 2 discs. And I'm going to show you something here. This was the copyright protection for Zack McCracken and Alien Mindbenders. Exit Visa security system. This is the code that you had to enter in the game to play it. You had to look up the section. When it said section A, row B, or something like that. You had to look this up and enter these codes right here. Otherwise, you'd get sent to jail. The Simpsons, yes, came out on the Amiga to this game. My shorts. This is a Wide World of Sports Boxing. It came out on the Amiga. Yes, you had to have docks for this too. I think it used the same thing that the Pawn did. Page number, line number, words, da da da. But this is basically a career building game is what it is. You start off at the bottom and you have to build your boxer up so he can beat the champ. And you have to select managers along the way. Some managers will offer themselves to you. Some will be good and some will be bad. I love the girl manager in that game. She was pretty hot for Amiga character. This is a Legend. It's a 2-disc game. This is more like Populous. Except you had to find the 4 crystals of Tazra, I think it was, and you have to give them to the certain towers so that the towers wouldn't fall. And to find the crystals, you had to go through the dungeons. They were all in the dungeons. This is Legends 2. They had a sequel to it. This is the Son of the Empire. That's what this is. Legends 2, Son of the Empire. Because at the end of 1, I think the son's father gets killed off and you have to go hunting for the killer. But I don't remember much about the game. Railroad Tycoon. This game basics more like SimCity. You have to start with a railroad and build it up till you're a railroad tycoon millionaire. Pirates, yes, this took 2 discs, 1 and 2. Yeah, Microsoft's Pirates. This game basically had a lot of elements in it. Role-playing, simulation. Of course, I told you earlier, I think I did, that when I played this game, especially on the Commodore, I was good at finding the Inca treasure maps without going through all the information process that the game wanted you to go through. Of course, the maps were all at random too. You can just go through all the game's information and find where the maps were, turned off, and just go right to the map. Tom Landry football. This is Tom Landry. No with it anymore. It's Broom Max. 3 disc. I think this is a flight simulation game. I don't know if it has to do with war or not, but I think that's what Blue Max is. This is the Black Crypt with 3 discs. Yes, this game had 28 levels to it. That's what this game did. It's a dungeon crawler game. Kind of like Eye of the Beholder. You had to find 4 special weapons to defeat the boss of the game. This is what I think the manual right here. You can actually see some of this. It has pretty huge dungeons in it. Of course, it had level 28. Bard's Tale 3, The Thief of Fate. I also did a walkthrough to this game. This is a role-playing game is what it is. Bane of the Cosmic Forge. This took up 5 discs on the Amiga, right here. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there is nudity in this game. When I started playing this game, I played the pirate version, and I thought that the individuals cracked open the game and took all the clothes off of the women. I bought this game and I saw that that wasn't the case, that there was nudity in it. Just let you know, if you're going to play this game, nudity alert. Might and Magic, Gates to Another World. This had 2 discs. I don't remember if it had copyright protection or not. That's it for part 6. Stay tuned for part 7. The Commodore games are coming up, so don't go away. And thanks for watching. Bye.